Okay, I believe that we are live now. Hello and welcome everyone to this week's mic check. So we've kind of been on a storytelling kick, at least on the Discord side of things. And if you haven't joined us, we'll go ahead and add the links down below. So in order to do that, we want to find scripts that are going to force you to really look at the context of what it is that you're saying and try to tell the full story. So we have a fun little script here. I'm sure somebody's going to recognize where it's from. That's just not me. But anyway, without any further ado, Justin has volunteered to go first. So Justin, whenever you're ready, give us a read.
The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril-sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
All right, who's up next?
Let's go.
I'll go next.
No. We only have one volunteer.
I was going to say Brett.
All right, Brett, you're up next. It's all right, no worries.
Sweet. The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril-sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going. And I'm going to send it to Brian.
Okay. Hey, everybody. We're saying Jujanta?
Yep.
Got it. Okay. The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril-sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going. Oh, and then do I select the next person?
Yes, you do.
Mateo, have you gone?
Mateo has not.
Mateo, it is.
Mateo, it is. The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril-sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might harm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going. Throwing you a curveball, Mike, you're next.
Indeed, you are throwing me a curveball. The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril-sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going. Sam, you're up.
The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril-sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
All right, go ahead and choose somebody else to go after you.
Knock it out for me, Leonard.
The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril-sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going. Barry.
Okay. The Jugenta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle what you don't know can't hurt you and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going. Let's pass it to CC John.
Yeah, I'm the last one, aren't I?
Oh, you're ignoring Ellis.
Well, that hurts
Oh.
my feelings.
No, sorry. I thought they were making the
What,
girl
just
go
because-
last.
just because
No,
I'm
sorry.
a little
Alice.
baby boy. I can't do anything.
Alice, you can get out. We don't need you.
Oh.
Get out.
Okay.
Get
Sorry.
out.
Yeah,
The
no, it's no biggie, it's just
Jugenta-
fun.
The Jugenta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going. Ellis.
Yay, I've been noticed. Okay. The Jugenta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Okay. So now that's everyone, right? Right? I'm not missing anybody?
Yeah,
Good.
I think it's
Okay.
everyone.
Okay. So let's go ahead and talk about this. So again, we're going to start with the very first question, voiceover or voice under. What performance technique are we going to be using for this one?
I'm feeling
Under.
some voice under here.
Got some under going on. For
Right,
those of you who are not
definitely
aware,
not,
that's
yeah.
sort of a shorthand for mic technique. Voice under is not full voiced. It's more for more common places that's used are in like corporate narration, commercial work, things like that. Voiceover is where you're more upfront and you're more of a character. That's in more theatrical work like anime and cartoons and things like that.
Voice under.
Yeah. Hey, you could also say it could be either, but just saying. No, I
I'm
mean,
gonna need are we going to have to establish a Mateo rule? It can't be both.
Except sometimes it can.
Well, here's the thing. If it can, then it is voiceover.
By
So
that
there's-
standard, we
there's
have a
a
longer
clear
I
answer.
mean,
answer than we do
I
that.
could. This does seem like an argument where it's voiceover that's trying to masquerade as voice under. It seems like it's trying to parody
then-
it, or it's
Then if it's voiceover that's
Voiceover.
trying to masquerade as voice under, then it's
It's
still voice
voiceover.
under.
Right. Oh, voice. Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, this is supposed to be a knockoff commercial. So most commercials go with voice under. So we're going to be a little bit quieter because we want people to see the sunglasses. I'm imagining one of those really like cheap and terrible sort of animations where it almost looks like stop animation and a pair of like generic glasses come up in front of the screen and like spin around all janky and then stop and then they just turn
Yeah.
black, just really
Yeah.
super simple and stupid, just something to sort of drive home the point that these are incredibly impractical, but it's going to be tons of fun. So the humor, it like it says in the directions here, the humor speaks for itself in this, in the fact that their sunglasses or their glasses that'll just turn completely opaque, totally blind you in the face of danger. So we have to treat this like a commercial. All right. So now that we have that established, let's go ahead and talk about it. Now, Leonard, before we began, mentioned that there was going to be one big stumbling block in this whole thing. Leonard, what was that?
Trying to say Jugenta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses in one breath so it just rolls off the cuff.
Well, here we can go ahead and use the bracketing technique to sort of give us an idea of how to communicate that well. Because again, we want to stick with the concept of storytelling, which is having all of the context put together so everything makes sense. So when somebody's listening, they can follow along with you. Now, so Jugenta 200 is the name, and that in and of itself is one concept. That is a single item. So I would say that deserves a bracket. So Jugenta 200, and then we go into the descriptions. Super chromatic, peril sensitive sunglasses. So super chromatic is an item in the list. Peril sensitive is an item in the list, and sunglasses is the final item in the list. So it is a larger item made up of smaller items. It is the Jugenta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses. So that's how we're presenting it. Jugenta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive peril sensitive sunglasses. That kind of fits all together as one item. Yeah, if you're using a pencil, then go ahead and erase the breaking up of peril sensitive and sunglasses. Peril sensitive sunglasses should go all together. Okay. Now, again, when you read the directions here, what's the overall tone of voice that you should be taking? What should be the feeling in your listener's mind while listening to you?
I think it goes for most commercials nowadays. It's supposed to be a casual, friendly conversation without any hard sell and such.
Okay. Anything else?
You need to sound knowledgeable, and you're teaching them about the product.
That's a good one. Yeah, you need to sound knowledgeable.
And you deliver it straight and treat it like you're selling, well, not even selling, just telling people about a product that actually is a real legitimate product that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Any other ideas? Okay. So in doing that, we are going to sound a little salesy anyways. Like even if we're not trying to sound salesy, it's kind of a salesy written script. So let's just go ahead and embrace a little bit of that, shall we? Just a touch. I wouldn't say like go super salesy with it, but embrace just a little bit of the sales. Because again, you want people to feel like they're listening to a practiced presentation, right? Like that, because that's kind of what's going on here. That's kind of the vibe that it gives off, is that this is a practiced presentation that you have given over and over again. And it's just for this absolutely ridiculous product. So one of the things that kind of sticks out in my mind, and this is just a super, super minor note, is where it says helps people to develop a relaxed attitude to danger. I think giving relaxed a little lift there might help out with that a little bit. Might help out with your presentation in general. Have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. Again, as opposed to what? As opposed to a panicky or horrified reaction to danger. So that is a little something that you could do to sort of play up the point of the sunglasses. So one thing that I heard very frequently that I thought was really, really well done was giving a little bit of a break or a little bit of a pause, differentiating what you don't know can't hurt you. Because that's clearly a quote, because it's in quotes in the script itself. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you. So giving it that little bit of a break, buenísimo. Because again, what we're doing is we're establishing the backstory to the product itself. We're telling a mini story within this bigger story. So I love that I heard that over and over again. What are some other places where we could add a little bit more of that, like personal, but I guess I could say practiced personal touch to it where somebody's trying to sound like they're on your level, but they still have something to sell. Where could we add any more of that in the script?
Yeah, I do have one note on that. What you don't know can't hurt you. And that is, to me at least, you don't want a pause between no and can't. So just run it all together. What you don't know can't hurt you, as opposed to what you don't know can't hurt you.
Okay, that's
because that helps distinguish it as this is all stuff within the one set of quotes.
Mm-hmm. Barry, you unmuted. You had something to say?
Yeah, I was going to say I think you can emphasize the first sign of danger. Maybe I think that could be a point, and then maybe the I like absolutely nothing. I think emphasizing that helps.
Yep.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
I also
maybe
wrote
not
down,
that much dead ringer,
yeah.
but I think it helps. A little subtly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also wrote down completely as a word that you can highlight.
Yeah.
Completely. Oh, turn completely dark.
Mhm,
Dark and
yeah.
opaque. I think dark and opaque should be put together
Together.
instead of completely
Yeah.
dark and opaque. Because
Completely dark and opaque.
yeah,
Well, dark and
completely
opaque
dark and
belong
opaque.
together for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Because regardless of what it may sound like, those are two separate things.
So you can go completely dark and opaque.
I think we need to play up or turn positive the sentence. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you, because that needs to be the positive thing about it. That was the whole point of their design. They completely blind you just so you don't see any of the danger. You're fine. So this prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. Like it's supposed to be happy. It's that fun, positive, salesy vibe.
I love this script. It's so stupid.
It's stupid and wonderful, and I absolutely love it too, which is why I decided on it.
What if you're scared of drowning and you wear these?
Well, you're not going to be able to see the water as it fills your lungs. Does anybody have any particular questions or comments on anything that maybe we haven't covered quite yet in the script?
I
Yeah,
actually have a question. Sorry, I didn't mean to. If you're gonna go ahead.
So we'll go Justin, then Sam.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand why we don't want to put a pause in that quoted phrase, what you don't know can't hurt you.
Because
Like,
the way you just said it sounded really natural.
well, like, I mean, if you wanted to play the salesy approach to this, I mean, you couldn't say something like what you don't know can't hurt you.
Again, we're mildly playing up the salesy. We're not cranking the salesy up to 11. This is one of those notes that we've been given, or that we sort of mostly agreed on, to make it sound more natural and slightly less salesy. So it's like somebody who's practiced this enough that they don't want it to sound salesy, but it kind of does a little bit. Does that make any sense? So it's also the driving philosophy behind the glasses themselves. So they follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, versus they follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you.
Yeah, if you throw in the pause, then it sounds like the principle is what you don't know.
Like,
And then you throw in the can't hurt you, and it's confusing as to, well, how exactly does that fit in there? When the principle is the whole phrase, it's one thing.
it's
I'm a
it's
little
almost
bit
like
with Justin on it.
we're going almost for like an MLM kind of thing, where it's like, there's no way that I can make this sound perfectly normal, but like, come on, you see where I'm coming from, though.
I'm willing to be. I'm willing to be totally wrong on this. If you want to deliver it slightly differently, go for it. We'll see how that turns out. If it doesn't really work, then we'll direct you otherwise. But for now, I think we're just going to go ahead and stick to, for the most part, that quote all being delivered at once. What you don't know can't hurt you, because again, it's the overall philosophy. Sam, what was your question?
My question was just about in my take, I actually where it says this does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing. I actually emphasized however. Is that a bad thing to do? I went, this does, however. and then continue it on.
Well, if you were going to emphasize something, I think does would be the emphasis word in there. So it's
Yeah,
the difference between this does, however, versus this does, however.
I see.
Yeah, however, like really plays into the joke, which is kind of not what we're trying to do.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So does I mean, this is the admission of the flaw of the item itself. So this does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going. Versus this does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Gotcha.
Do you feel the difference in those two?
Yeah, I feel it.
Okay.
I would also note that the commas before and after, however, I would pretty much ignore those and just plow right through as if there are no commas there.
Yeah, you could do that too. I could see that.
I'm curious. It seems kind of tricky, but would you ever try to like almost break character in the last line, almost like you're losing your confidence?
No.
Would you try to go
No.
for something like that?
No.
That plays into the joke.
No.
Too much into the
joke. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that would be playing up the joke too much.
Okay.
Because again, trying to play this as straight like a commercial as possible is where all the humor is going to come from. You know, like you want people to question just a little bit. Wait, is there actually a set of sunglasses that just blinds you whenever something bad happens? You know, so at the very end, you're just like, this does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going. So if you keep that in character, it actually enhances the joke that much more.
Yeah,
Part of what's
funny is that this salesperson doesn't see a problem with this.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
So
I mean, they were probably wearing the glasses.
we're
Sorry.
saying that is still a feature and not a bug, right?
Yep.
Okay, got it.
It's a feature.
But would you
Exactly.
Would you say it in a downplayed way or de-emphasized way, like it's a disclaimer you're just trying to rush through?
You could.
Yeah, funny read.
You could. I still think it'd play to the humor a little bit more if you just simply accepted that was a fact. Again, it's not a bug, it's a feature. This does, however, mean that you won't be able to see a thing. But no, again, we can give that a try. I think those would be solid B takes. Just playing around with that a little bit. But Barry, real quick, going back to your question about breaking character on that last line, how were you thinking that was going to happen? What would be your delivery on that?
Something like this does, however, mean you see absolutely nothing, including where you're something like that. I don't know, where you're just like breaking, like you were trying to say it perfectly, and then you're realizing it, and then you're like breaking down or something. I thought it would be like more of a complete story arc, something. I don't know,
That's
but
a really
yeah.
shitty feature.
Yeah,
That really
exactly.
plays into the joke. It's like,
Like, oh, that's kind of
shit.
dumb.
You caught me, guys. But I have your money and I'm never coming back.
No, again, I think it would really play it up if you just kept it right.
Yeah,
there,
yeah, I
everything
think
else, just land it, deliver it all the way through.
Yeah. I think this is me hearing people having similar takes and me trying to go like, well, I want to try to do something different from everyone else. But yeah.
You know, doing something different from everybody else is, performance-wise, is not necessarily it's not the wrong thing to do for sure, but it's not always the right thing to do because sometimes these scripts can be really narrow. It's just delivering that narrowness well. Again, I came across a fun little disclaimer here about stuff like that. I came across a short little story about the casting of Anakin Skywalker in the prequel trilogy in Star Wars, and there were some big name actors who tried out for that. There was Leonardo DiCaprio. There was I think Johnny Depp. There was quite a few at the time, really solid actors trying out for it. But they settled on Hayden Christensen because George Lucas just thought him and I forget what her name is, the actor for Padme. Does anybody remember? I'm blanking right now.
No
Natalie
fucking idea.
Natalie Portman.
Natalie
Portman,
Portman,
yeah.
right? Him and Natalie Portman look good together. That was it. That was the entire reason why he was cast in those movies. So, I mean, you can have some really big name talent, but if somebody just is having a bad day that day or whatnot,
The key here is to be looking good with Natalie Portman.
I
Sad.
have
Seems
a
like it'd be
hard
kinda
time
church
seeing
up, I gotta
Johnny
see what
Depp
the-
in
Yeah,
that
that's the
outfit, to be
moral of
honest.
every story.
yeah, the moral of every story is look good with Natalie Portman. Anyway, are there any other notes, anything else, anything that we haven't gone over that you'd like to dig into just a little bit more before we start the deliveries?
Nope.
Cool. Let's get into it. Justin, whenever you're ready, go ahead and give us a read.
The Jujanta 200 super chromatic sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
All right, opening it up. Let's get some feedback going. And also, any of you who are on our text channels just watching in, feel free to go ahead and leave your opinions as well. I'll make sure that they're read out loud.
I have two notes there. First, the word sensitive didn't really come out. And since it's part of the product name, as it were, it's important to have it come out clearly. And overall, for the tone, I'd like it to hear it a little friendlier.
Yeah, my note was I got the idea that you were informative, that you knew what you were talking about, but I didn't feel like you were convinced of the usefulness of this product. So I'd like to see some more of that. Just some more belief that this can be sellable, which is hard, I know, because it can't. It's fucking terrible. But we get there.
I personally thought that in the beginning you were a little choppy, but I think you picked up the pace around the middle of the script. So I think that's good. Maybe it was also the effort to go through the entire Jojanta shenanigans in one go, which is understandable. But yeah.
I would give yourself a little freedom, especially to play with that last line, especially that last little bit, including where you're going. I feel like it gives you that line to play with on purpose.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Slow it down a bit.
All right. Well, give us another take whenever you're ready.
Okay. The Jujanta 200 super chromatic sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can hurt you. They follow the principle, what you don't know can hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Okay. How was that one?
I feel like, for the most part, this one was a lot more conversational and convinced of the product. But my suggestion would be sure to take more time if you need it when you're stumbling over something, because it gets to this effect where I can hear you banging your head against the wall and you're getting progressively more frustrated. So yeah, just if you need to take a second, take a breath, get a drink of water, it's all cool.
The I heard it a lot friendlier, so good job on that. On the last sentence, this does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going. I'd like to hear that delivered a little more matter-of-factly, like, oh, this is a perfectly normal thing. It's how it is. And not quite as, oh, here's this feature that you should be aware of.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Also, in talking about the title of the actual product, talking about the name of it, you don't need to push everything up super high. Because what you're doing here, what I've heard over the last two reads was the Jujanta super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses. You know, you've gone up and stressed every different point. The only reason why we said that is just to give you an idea of how to say it clearly. I would say after Jujanta 200, just sort of drop the tone of it a little bit more. Instead of going up to emphasize every different part of it, just keep that in line with the rest of everything else. Something like the Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses. You know, you're constantly climbing down to talk about the entire product.
So I would climb down from
Yeah, so
Jujanta 200.
Jujanta super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses. Instead of the Jujanta super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses.
Yeah. Okay. The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses.
There you go. Yeah. And if you need to slow that down and just take it little bit by bit, do it.
Okay.
Give us another take whenever you're ready.
The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Okay. Really solid so far. I would say including where you're going could end off on a down note, including where you're going. Just to sort of drive the point home. But for the most part, you're really close. Maybe just a few minor tweaks here or there. What did everybody else think? Opening it up.
I think this take was a little faster than the other ones, and it's better if you slow down a little again.
My thing is the develop a relaxed. I heard an A, and I do think it can work for this one, for this read, for this script, I should say. But I do want to hear it with an I want to see how that changes things.
Okay. Anything else?
Say it like you're relaxed.
Yeah. Okay. One last one.
One last one.
Okay. The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you. And in turn, they follow the principle, what you don't know.
From the top. Just scrap it from the top.
Okay. The Jujanta 200 super chromatic.
Slow down.
Yeah. The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
All right. What did everybody think?
I do think that was the best one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm vibing with it.
Absolutely.
Whew, that's a lot of words.
It is, but you did a good job. So you're off the hook. Congratulations. You did it. We're going ahead and moving on. We have a slight change in the roster order. So we're actually going to be going ahead and moving on to Barry next. Barry, you are up.
Oh, thank you so much, guys.
Nice.
Okay. The Juganta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
All right, opening it up. What did everybody think?
It didn't really make me want to go out and buy the product. So make it sound like this really is the best thing since sliced bread, and you really should go out and get this.
To piggyback that, yeah, it sounded informative, but not friendly. So
Yeah, it was
Okay.
really
just try to
disconnected.
maybe put a smile on your face while you're doing it, and then that'll probably portray that a little better.
Okay.
Yeah, it was rather disconnected. So what I mean by that is you use the same, what's the right word? The only word that's coming up is musicality, but the same tone like progression for each one of the sentences. It was the exact same. So we need to vary that up a little bit here. So the Juganta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. The reason when we start going down there is so that we can lift up relaxed. How does it help people develop a relaxed attitude toward danger? Well, they follow the principle. You know, there's a series of questions that's being answered. So that's essentially what you're doing. You're setting up one point and answering it in the next sentence.
Mhm.
So I'd like to hear more of that, of an understanding of where it is that you're going. So the first sentence is the complete introduction. It's the cold intro. Somebody's just asked you, what the heck are these things? Well, they're the Juganta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses, and they've been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger, right? So that's just a flat introduction. Next sentence is, well, why was it made? Then the next sentence is, well, you know, what's the benefit? And the final one is, okay, well, there might be a little bit of a drawback, but it's okay. It's fine. It's a feature. Just plan for it. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I had an idea for a completely different read, but then I told myself that's too emphatic. And so
You know what? Why don't we just go for it? Just go for it this time. Just give us that read.
The Juganta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Okay. What did everybody think of that one?
On the end, I was actually liking it a lot, but at the end it got almost depressed. Like you kind of hate yourself for reading this.
Depressed, okay.
Depressed. It's fun.
It's like
I
damn,
definitely
I'm
hate
really out
myself
here
for
in the
reading
booth
this. Yeah.
So one
I-
thing that you've done each time is on the this prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. You end that off on an up note. Don't do that.
Hmm.
End it off on a mid note or a down note. You know, this prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you, or this prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. Mid or down, not up, because that is a period. It's the end of an idea. That's the benefit to using the product, and the rest after that is this does, however, mean that you will see absolutely nothing, including where you're going. You know, so don't link those two necessarily by I mean, they are linked implicitly, but don't link them with your tone. Don't end the previous sentence off on an up note and then continue with the next sentence. End it off on a mid or a down note, and then the next sentence is sort of like, yeah, here's another feature. It's going to be difficult to see. That's fine. Whatever.
Right. Interesting. Okay.
On that take, I heard a little too much smile.
Yeah.
It came to the point where it was starting to feel a little syrupy, which I think detracts from delivering it straight. So it's good to have a little bit of smile there because you want to be friendly, but tone it down a little bit.
Yeah. That's what I told myself in the beginning. Yeah.
You're on thin ice,
Is that
mister.
against the
You are
Coolio
on
rulio?
Thin ice, mister. That wasn't quite against the rules, but it was this close. Okay.
True.
Actually, so that idea, that emotional take that you just gave us was actually really, really solid. I like it. Tone it down by a hair, just a little bit. Dial the knob back just by one, and go ahead and give us another take.
Okay. The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
You okay over there? Your voice was slipping at the end of each of your sentences.
Yeah, I think my throat's getting a little dry. So I grab some water.
It also sounds like it a little bit too. Go grab a drink, have something on hand to drink, and chewing on a green apple also helps out with mouth noise as well. So,
Yep.
But other than the voice slips, you really regressed to the previous reads. I was liking the emotional space. I wanted you to tone it down just a hair, and you brought it back to what we were having you do beforehand, I feel.
Okay.
So we'll scrap that. Go ahead and give it the same emotional space that you gave it in the last read. Just slow the pacing down a little bit.
Okay. I guess I'll go grab some water then.
Yeah, please do. In fact, I should probably do the exact same thing. I will be right back. Just somebody go ahead and let Barry know to go ahead and do his takes as soon as he comes back.
As soon as we see he's back.
So, what's new and exciting in everybody's lives?
Nothing.
Damn.
That was loud. Now, explain to me why green. I legit need to have that question answered.
I was just
Why a green
about
apple?
to explain. I was like typing it out. So any food with high acidity can help. I don't know about the hydration part, but it helps with getting rid of mouth sounds like clicking and lip smacks. And I think there's like a specific compound in green apples that helps sort of like refresh your mouth as well. But it has a lot to do with like saliva production. The reason you get a lot of mouth sounds is because your mouth is producing too much saliva while you're trying to talk. Is that right, Michael?
No, it's producing too little.
Too little. There we go.
The
That's what
mouth
it is.
noise is the mouth noise that you might hear is the sound of like your skin sticking together and moving around itself. So green apples are really effective at getting rid of mouth noise because they're generally sour enough that you just start salivating when you're chewing on them, and you have more spit in your mouth, and then you're good to go.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So start
Like
buying
most
more
Better
heads.
than red apples, but
Yes.
yeah. But like
Yes.
go for tarts. Go for. I think
Yes.
some people say apple cider vinegar sometimes helps too, but
Ooh.
I'm not the ACV fan, so that
What
like
about
makes sense.
cranberry juice?
So whatever you feel naturally gets you salivating. For most people, it's Granny Smith apples, it's green apples because they're just really tart. I
A
wouldn't.
steak.
What was that?
A steak.
I cook
Man,
some
my
last
brothers.
night.
That's thinking of steak. That's
Yeah.
different than eating a steak.
I
That
promise
gives
it
you a whole
works.
different set of mouth noises.
Yeah, but the idea is to keep your mouth as hydrated as possible so that your cheeks don't stick together and give you that sound. That's just absolutely awful.
Oh my god.
That was very impressive.
Yeah.
Very
Now,
good.
Hey, I am going to demonstrate what I mean.
Mike ASMR.
Jowls.
now, one note on all these tricks, and the green apples are recommended a lot. They may work for you, they may not. Experiment, find out what works for you.
Nine
Gotcha.
times
Hey,
out
looks
of
like
10, though.
Barry's back.
Yes, Barry is back.
am
9 times
back.
out of 10, though, keep yourself hydrated. Just drink more water. Stuff with electrolytes is fine. I got Gatorade. That'll work. Just keep yourself hydrated. Most important thing to do, because that helps all the way down, not just the mouth.
And
Gotcha.
beware of
Michael.
caffeine.
Michael,
What was that? What was that, Brett?
Beware of caffeine because
Yes.
that dries your stuff.
Oh my
out.
gosh,
Yes,
that's
it
like
is.
the worst thing. I
Yeah.
feel like so many people are like, yeah, gotta get a recording session in and then like down coffee. And I'm like, no, don't do
Ironic.
it.
yeah. The first thing they do is go to the kitchen, just grab the pot and walk away with it. Just drink it right out of it.
And you're like, that's
Um,
gonna be mouth click galore.
In the Discord, we also had a suggestion for Propel. Propel is from the same brand. It's just apparently a little bit better for you. Again, either way, whatever you feel is going to work best for you to keep you hydrated, that's the most important part. Green apples are a shortcut because they cause you to salivate quickly because of how tart they are. So sorry about the throwing the bottle, apparently. Barry, why don't you go ahead and give us another read?
Okay, thank you. The Jugenta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle what you don't know can't hurt you and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
All right, opening it up.
I think you might have rushed into it a little bit because as it came out, it felt almost spiteful in that what I was picturing was like, whoa, you guys were talking when I came back and fucking mean to me. Like that's the vibe I was getting. And I think
Interesting.
I just
Okay.
need to-
I was worried I went back to informative again and not telling it again. So it's, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I think
For
I'm
me,
pendulum. swinging.
for me, I want more storytelling behind it. This felt like just the Jugenta 200 Super Crown have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. And
Okay.
if I gave a 3-word direction, it would be friendly, relaxed, informative.
Oh, actually, I have a question for you, Barry.
Sure.
What microphone do you use, Barry? I promise this goes somewhere.
Yeah. It's an SE 2200 condenser mic.
Awesome. Likewise, they're good, huh? But notice how that took you very little thought. The main focus on that was making sure you got it right. But the actual response to me was pretty lickety split because it was pretty relaxed.
Mhm.
So imagine somebody's asking you, I don't know, advice on where they can buy a microphone. What would you say?
Oh, I see where you're coming from. This, I see. Okay, because I have a certain pacing that I was doing. Yep, got it. Understood. Okay.
Go for it. Wow us, Barry. Do it.
Oh boy. The Jugenta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle what you don't know can't hurt you and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
All right, Ellis, what did you think about that one?
I think this one was more conversational and more personally invested. My thing that might be what it is, let's muddy up what you don't know can't hurt you. I'm hearing a lot of the whys on there. I want to try
Okay.
that with a ch.
Okay, interesting.
Just a whatcha.
Okay.
I just want to see
What
how
you
that would
don't know
change
can't hurt
things.
you. No, they
Yeah, I'm
follow the
feeling that.
principle what you don't know can't hurt you and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger.
I'm kind of feeling where it's at. Not sure if it's exactly where I want it, but I'm liking this general vicinity of it.
Yeah, you were getting close. I would say dial up the liveliness 1 or 2 notches.
Got it. Yeah. Anyways, I think I'm gonna have to head out, but this is great.
Okay. Well, hey, thanks for joining with us, and you gave us some awesome takes. This time we were just getting into a little bit of the nitpicky, but you did good. Thank you for
All
being
right.
here.
Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, back on track. Brett, you are up. Go ahead and give us a read whenever you're ready.
Sweet. The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle what you don't know can't hurt you and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
All right, opening it up. What did everybody think of that one?
I think right now it's maybe like the tiniest bit too emotional. And then one thing I noticed, a lot of the words were kind of stretched out, and I think that took away from the personal investment and the confidence in the product. It was leaning heavily into an MLM type thing, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Shorthanded, it felt really syrupy. Like you're really playing up the
Okay.
salesy part of it. Your character, this is. I mean, it's probably been a while due to the whole, pandemic thing, but remember when you would go to a mall, if you have a mall nearby or you visited malls before, and what am I saying? Visited malls. Anyway, and you'll walk by certain kiosks and stuff like that, and they'll just start, "Hey, how's it going? You should come check this out. This is really great for your skin." And then they start describing it to you.
Mhm.
Imagine you're one of them.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like you just stopped somebody and is like, "Hey, how's it going? I know things are really crazy outside, but I got something awesome for you." The Jujanta, and just start going into it.
Okay.
So it's a spiel, essentially.
Yeah. I think you were going a little high in your register, lower that a bit. It was like you're up here, the Jujanta super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses. And then when you want to go up, you have no place to go.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and get another read out of you.
Okay. Cool. Oh, these? The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle what you don't know can't hurt you and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
All right. What did everybody think of that one?
I feel like the last sentence can be a little bit flatter. As is, I feel like it is kind of leaning into that. Sorry, folks, you did kind of catch me on this. I want that to be just a little flatter. But that's the thing I want to not necessarily a bigger smile, but a longer one. As in,
A
I want
longer
it to
one.
last through the read longer.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah,
Who
no,
are
I
you
saw. I was
talking
like,
to?
you know what? That makes sense.
Who are you talking to in this read?
Somebody I pulled into one of my kiosks. Yeah, like
Well, I will say
Okay.
this read, in my opinion, had a lot more of the one-on-one feel to it and a lot more relaxed and natural.
Okay.
Again, though, the joke with that last sentence is it's not a bug, it's a feature.
Yeah.
So don't apologize for that.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, I was getting the vibe that you didn't really care about this person that you were talking to. So a little more caring.
More caring. Cool.
Yeah, imagine that you started talking to them and they're actually really interested in these things.
Okay.
And you believe in the product. You believe that them buying this thing is going to be the best thing ever.
Them being totally blinded at the worst situations is exactly what they need.
Maybe you don't like him. I don't know.
Well, let's go ahead and hear it.
Okay. Oh, these? The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle what you don't know can't hurt you. They follow the principle what you don't know can't hurt you.
No,
And
no,
turn
no, no, no.
completely
Scrap it from the top. From the top.
Oh, these? Yeah. The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle what you don't know can't hurt you and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
I loved it. I loved it. That was the most one-on-one, down-to-earth, relaxed conversational read I've heard so far.
Cool.
And particularly from you too. Like that's not that you don't not that you don't end up in a good place with your reads. It's just that this one was like particularly stuck out as, hey, I'm talking to one person one-on-one and I've got a goal. And it really worked for me. I really enjoyed it. What did you all think?
I liked it. I have one tiny thing that might even be internet wonkiness. So, my thing was, for the lead-in, I wanted to see maybe like a, because the these, I think that sort of primed you into wanting to, be like the Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses. Are these what you're asking about? I think it sort of primed you into almost approaching that as a question, and you
Mhm.
caught yourself. But I'm just saying, for the future, that might be something to be aware of.
Anything else?
I think I'm having the I don't remember anything of it effect. So I think it was good. I think it fits in.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing. That is not a bad thing. Leonard, anything from you?
If we do have one more read, and I'll leave that up to you, I would say I'd like to hear it like your best friend in the world happened to come by your booth and you're telling them about it.
Okay, so a little bit more excited about the product.
Yeah, it sounded a little too much like, okay, you're delivering this spiel. And
Okay.
there are elements of that because you are delivering a spiel, but you're delivering it to your best friend.
Okay, so then keep the pacing that you have is good. Your startup, your lead in might need a little bit of tweaking. Right, Ellis? How was it that you wanted the lead in to change?
I want to try it just once with a
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
the Jujanta 200. Okay, I see that.
Because
So we're
as
gonna.
is the these, it makes, I think, and I don't know for sure, but I think it's priming your brain to be like, oh, these my brand new Jordans, are these what you're inquiring about? It sort of stops it from being a straight like, I know about this, let me tell you about it.
I get what you mean.
Okay. And add in a little bit more personal involvement, a little bit more personal excitement about the product for this next one. Go
Okay.
for it.
All right. Oh my God, what are you doing here? You know, the Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
All right. How was that? Getting a head nod from Brian. That's a good
I
sign.
liked it.
Yeah, pretty vibing.
Pretty fun.
I'm curious about Michael's opinion on how it compares with the previous read.
It's pretty fly. Pretty fly.
I see these working in two completely separate situations. I personally preferred the other one a little bit more, because I think what happened here is it sounded like you started off really, really excited, and then you brought that down way, way lower than you wanted to. And then you slowly started working your way back up through the script to the point that you wanted to get to. And I think you might actually want to tone down your lead in so that it's easier to carry that emotion through for the rest of it. Because oftentimes when you get like super excited about something, it's this huge hit of holy crap, oh my gosh, and then you start like calming down a little bit and the reality sets in, right?
Yeah.
So
my best friend lives out of state, so I don't see them often. So I get excited when I see them. So
right,
that's where
right, and that's okay.
like-
That's okay. You're drawing off of personal experience, and that's good. Maybe it was the directions that probably pushed you in the going a little too high. So I would say if we were going to give you one more read, which again you gave us two really fantastic reads, I don't think we need to keep going. But if you were going to give us one more read, I would say somebody you're on friendly terms with who's closer by to you, you'd be happy to see them, but they're not necessarily going to blow your mind the moment that they walk around the corner. So I think that would put you in a range like right in between the last two reads that you gave us. But if you were doing this as an audition, I would say that those two reads would be a great A/B take that really contrasted with each other. It'd be fantastic to send in.
Cool.
Just the two different situations really worked out. Although in this most recent read, if you did start out that excited, you probably would want to keep that excitement up at least through the beginning of it and then slowly peter down rather than hit it high, drop, and then come back up. So technical things, but overall, like I said, we've gotten really solid reads out of you. So this is getting into the weeds there.
Cool. Sweet.
All right, moving right along. Brian, you are up next.
Okie dokie, here we go. Good afternoon, sir. Okay, so if I understand correctly what you're telling me, you are looking for a pair of sunglasses, but you have also been hyper vigilant to dangerous activities. Well, the Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
All right, opening it up. What do everybody think?
I thought it was a really good, solid read. Right up until that last sentence, it sounded like you ran into a wall.
I did.
Yeah. That's the only thing I really noticed. Otherwise, I really liked that lead in. That was really cool. And it put you into the right mindset. So,
well, I used to sell sunglasses at the mall. I wasn't in a kiosk. I worked in a department store, and the last thing you want is somebody to look at sunglasses because that's going to be an hour of your life gone. Because they try on every pair. So yeah, it's a natural vibe for me. But that last sentence is tough to get right. So I will definitely pay attention to that.
Anybody else? Anything else?
Overall, it sounded too much on the salesy side for me, and I'd slow it down just a touch.
Okay.
All right. So whenever you're ready, give us a more personal take on it.
The Jujanta 200 superchromatic peril-sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Okay, where is the fire? That was really fast.
Oh,
That was really fast, and it really detracted from the read quite a bit.
Yeah, there were parts there where it was verging on manic.
oh. Well, that must be all the cocaine I've done.
Maybe.
I just wanted
Do
to
less of
know
it.
what it smelled like. It smells like energy.
Okay, so slow it down.
Smells like the color purple, actually.
Yeah, the first sentence, you read the product very slow, but then after you read that part really fast.
So I started off slow and then I sped up.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
My thing was gonna be, I want to see it with an approach like somebody has walked up to you specifically, and they're like, "Excuse me, sir, what do you recommend?" And I know that's not really a common thing for sunglasses, but we'll work with it.
I would
Shall I?
say be relaxed.
Be relaxed.
And you are totally comfortable. You're in your element, you're relaxed, and you deliver the spiel.
Yeah, in fact, let's give you a try this lead in. Lead in. Oh, these
Got it.
are,
Got it.
they've asked you about those specifically. You have their attention. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. So walk them through the product.
Got it. Oh, these? Well, these are the Jujanta 200 superchromatic peril-sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going. Still too fast?
Opening it up. What did everybody think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I felt this one, it sounded like you're talking at them rather than to them as a conversation. And almost like you're shouting at them.
Oh dear, don't want to do that.
My thing on the last line, it's starting to lose the what do you call it? Starting to lose the vibe for me. It's starting to get into a point where it's had the word in my head. Where right, it's like, "Sir, why are you still here? I've already told you about these terrible sunglasses. Why do you still want to buy them?" That's where it's going for me at the very end.
Interesting. Okay. Well,
So
that's
I
good to
just
hear.
wanna
That's not
keep
my
that-
intent.
So I want to keep that. I want you to be someone with the thought process of service with a smile on your head at all times,
Got it.
or at least for this next read. Let's not get crazy and do it all times.
Service with a smile.
Yeah. Out of curiosity,
Mhm.
try reading it with your arms just spread wide.
All right. Hey, with arms wide open. Okay. Okay. Ready?
Go for it. Whenever you're ready.
The Jujanta 200 superchromatic peril-sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turns completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, I'm going to start over. The Jujanta 200 superchromatic peril-sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Okay. So this time you had a much more even pace going on. I liked the delivery a lot more with this last read, but you're overplaying that last line.
Ha! I hate that last line.
That last line, again, no. So you're presenting it. The theme for the last line is it's not a bug, it's a feature. Just keep it in line with everything else. You're not telling somebody about a bad aspect of the product. You're telling them about a different aspect of the product.
It's almost like you have to ignore the word whatever or however. You almost have to
Yes.
ignore
Mhm.
it. You
Yes.
need to breeze through that.
Exactly.
This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Slower. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Something more like that. Again, the whole idea is, yes, we understand that. The ball's in your court, though. We've already warned you about it. And if you keep moving and run into something, that's not our fault. We've
Right.
warned you.
I might add a post life of which can help you with your Stevie Wonder impersonation.
Poor Stevie Wonder.
If you can deliver that straight.
Yeah, no. Again, we're not trying to play up a joke. That's not
Right.
the point of that line.
No.
That
No, but I'm
line
saying
is
to keep in mind the thought process that this is a positive thing in some way. In some aspect, this is a feature.
Let's see. I want to put you in a different situation with this one, though, just to give it a try, just to see what happens.
Okay.
This is you are on stage. This is a grand product demonstration at a huge convention, like one of those big sales conventions where everybody's like talking about this is the something of the future, whatever. You're talking about they're not glasses of the future. It is the danger avoidance system of the future.
Excellent.
There you go. You are providing people a brand new solution to something they've never seen before.
Excellent. Excellent. I am addressing a large crowd, Michael. Okay.
Indeed, you are.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, go for it.
The Jujanta 200 superchromatic peril-sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Okay. What did everybody think of that one?
You were addressing a large crowd without a microphone. You have a microphone. You don't need to yell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was going to say a little too loud. Again, you've got a lavalier. You've got a little, lapel mic for this whole thing, so people can hear you fine.
Yeah, it got real theatrical. But I think if we do add in this phantom lapel, then I think it'll be fine, in my opinion.
Okay. All right. So same scenario, just quieter?
Same scenario. Your lead-in will be introducing.
Yeah, you're like talking one-on-one with this other person on your infomercial stage, but you do want to be heard by the audience.
Got you.
But they will hear you because you got a mic.
Got you. Introducing the Jujanta 200 superchromatic peril-sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
So close, so close. Second to last sentence, you ended off on an up note. We talked about that with Brett's performances. Not the right call on that one. You definitely want to end that one on a mid or a down note. And you were just too fast. The emotional space is there. It is right. I don't think that we could, I think you're really hitting where we want you to be emotionally, but the actual delivery itself is just too quick.
Got it. Okay.
I could hear the character in the read though, and that was good.
Yeah. The
Okay.
character, the read, the situation, it's all there. It's just a bit too quick. And for that second to last sentence, it does need to be mid or down on that on the note. But I think in the interest of time, we are going to have to go ahead and move
Yeah,
forward.
by all means. Sure.
But yeah, those would be my only notes. But again, you are like, it's literally just those two things. You'd have it 100%.
Thanks so much. That's great. That's a lot of fun. Thanks.
All right, moving right along. Mateo, you're up.
It's a me. The Jugenta 200 superchromatic periosensitive. The Jugenta 200 superchromatic peril-sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can hurt you, and turn completely dark. They follow the principle, what you don't know can hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
You leave the direction to us, Mateo.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, whatever you think, opening it up. Okay, I'll go first. Too fast. Just
Okay.
too fast. Take your time. Pace yourself through it. You have a captive audience here. People are going to listen to you.
Okay.
I like the overall vibe though. At the end though, you died on the word going.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. Definitely heard that.
For my thing,
you did?
No.
You told us about it, Mateo?
No.
I'm
buddy.
okay with him agreeing.
Well, then he can give us just an okay.
It's okay.
My thing is for Jugenta 200. I feel like that was all really, really squished together. So for this next one, I want to make 200 a model number as opposed to a part of the brand name.
So
I think we might need an example of exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
For example, I don't know. Let's say the black Air Force Ones, right? The ones, that's not part of the brand. It's the number of the model, or like I don't know. Oh, I know. I'll use a microphone. The Sennheiser MK4. The Sennheiser is the brand. The MK4 is the model. I want to try something like that. I just want to see how it'll change things.
So go ahead and give us a delivery of exactly what you mean.
Me, myself, Mike?
No, I'm talking LS.
Yeah, okay. The Jugenta 200. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. Jugenta 200. So the 200
Jugenta 200.
Yeah, something more like that.
Yeah. I think that gives
like
it a little more space
very
and it
slight
feels good
pause
for me.
between Jugenta and 200, like to.
No, don't think of it as a pause. It's just a drop in your tone.
Yeah.
The Jugenta
Okay.
200.
Okay.
It just
yeah.
feels nice.
You
in
know,
my opinion.
Toyota Corolla. You know, the model, brand
Yeah.
model.
Okay.
Go
Okay.
for
Okay.
it.
Okay. The Jugenta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle what you don't know can't hurt you and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
All right. What did everybody think of that one?
Asked for me.
I am feeling this emotional space, and that's about where my investment is over.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Give
Any
me-
other feedback?
Give me just 3 takes of including where you're going.
Trying to vary.
Yes, variant.
Including where you're going. Including where you're going. Including where you're going.
It's always harder to come up with a third one, right?
Yeah, because it's like because it's always high,
Yeah.
low, mid.
The main thing I was looking for was not dying on the going. So for me, the first take was the one.
Okay.
Funny thing is, I actually liked C the best personally.
Okay.
I like the down note, but
I remember Mike saying that he suggested going on a lower note because it's like
Mhm.
making an assessment. Yeah.
yeah, that tickled my brain right, but that's just me. Then again, you gave us 3 takes that we could easily slap in there and probably work out fine. So, does anybody else have any other feedback that they'd like to give Mateo before we move on? No.
Good job.
Okay. Moving right along. It is now my turn.
Okay.
The Jugenta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Nobody has any comments.
Nailed
Opening it up.
Yeah, great read.
And I got nothing on it. I thought that was great. Sorry.
Let's get a
So-
longer
sorry-
smile.
sorry you're
just out of
so good, Mike.
curiosity.
What was that, Alice?
Let's get a longer smile out of pure curiosity.
A longer smile.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna need to clarify that for me.
Okay, so like I said with Brett, I don't want the smile itself to change, but I want it to be present throughout more of the read.
Okay. Okay. The Jugenta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going. Was that more of it? Was that more what
Oh
you were
yeah,
looking for?
I'm vibing with that. The thing on this one was I still want dark and opaque to be like to be a little closer together, a little more smushed in.
Okay, dark and opaque, closer together. Okay.
Yeah. That's
Anything
my
else?
side.
I actually
Go
like the
Farino.
first read better. This one felt like it was more salesy to me.
Okay.
But I'm totally happy with the first read. So, so as far as I'm concerned, we're done. But
Well, I'll give it
hey,
one more take to see if I might be able to find a happy middle ground there. This will be a
Cool.
fun one. The Jujanta 200 superchromatic peril-sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle what you don't know can't hurt you and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going. So did that hit more of that middle ground between the longer smile and the less salesy?
It didn't sound too salesy anymore.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
That was
I think so.
one of the goals.
Yeah, I'm feeling that long smile.
I really wish I knew
My-
exactly what you were talking about.
My
I
one
should
minor
take a-
caution there is it felt like you might be over enunciating through much of the read. It
Okay.
wasn't by much, but if we got to pick on something, that's what I'd bring up.
Okay, so a little bit more muddying.
Yeah, but again, I'm totally happy with what you've done.
Okay, well, for the interest of time, let's go ahead and move it right along then, shall we?
We'd be vibing.
We'd be vibing with it all. Sam, you are up. Go ahead and give us a read.
All right. You know, the Jujanta 200 superchromatic peril-sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
All right, opening it up. What did you all think?
Okay, so I was feeling the emotional space at the beginning, but as it went along, it dropped and it got like really, really close to deadpan. Like like I could tell you were losing interest as you were going. And
I
then
was getting
also,
nervous as I was reading it.
And then also, that might be a thing there, but also I want to slow it down just a bit. The emotion where you're at, like I said, I'm vibing with it, man. But let's slow this down. You know,
Yeah.
this is something you're confident in. You know, you don't feel a need to like let's rush past so that you can't see the flaws in this fucking product. It's like, hey, you know, this is something really cool.
Yeah, Sam, you were right there. Like you were on top of it. The read is solid. You started off really strong. You had full control over the situation right at the very beginning, and you let your emotions get to you too much.
Right.
Because you started speeding up. You started sounding uncomfortable with what was going on, and the deliberate choices that you started making started devolving into I don't even know what it became a nervous mess of a delivery. So for this one, do what you did. Start off the way that you started off because you were right where you needed to be. Just slow it down a little bit. Remember, this is your time. Control the situation. You have full control over it. Everybody's, listening to you intently, wanting you to be the best. So take advantage of that.
Yeah, I was hearing all the technical notes that you had in the script. Like you have a note there somewhere saying that you should say relaxed and emphasize that and so forth. And it was all technically perfect, but not very conversational because you were so intent on following the directions. And I'd say throw away the directions and just have a conversation.
All right. I got a big smile on my face. Or let me shrink the smile a little bit and I'll give it a shot.
Whenever you're ready, go for it.
You know, the Jujanta 200 superchromatic peril-sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going. Damn it.
Okay, opening it up. What did everybody think?
I was completely engrossed in the vibe for the most part. But again, right on the end, I started to hear a little bit of that questioning self-doubt. So I don't know.
Okay.
I'm hearing that a bit too. So what is it about that latter half of the script that's making you uncomfortable?
I don't know if it's making me uncomfortable per se, but I'm trying to suppress the jokey part of it.
Okay.
I really want to go. This
then
does,
you're-
however.
Oh.
You're overthinking that part. Okay, that's
Yeah,
what's happening.
This is a rule just in terms of comedy that we're going to use for the opposite. In comedy, if you're trying to be funny, you're very rarely going to be funny. And here, if you're trying to be unfunny, that's not necessarily going to not happen, but it's not going to happen for the reasons you want it to happen. So don't even think about that line at all. Just let it go by, like a waterfall over your shoulders.
Okay, I'll give it a shot. You know, the Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Since it happens to be the word for today, I'm vibing with it. What did you all
Yeah.
think?
That's my word. But my only thing, and this is super minor because we already have good reads. If it was very clear that you were rushing to get to that last line,
Yeah.
but like again, we already have great reads, so I'm not really stressing about that too much.
I can try it one more time and then just slow it down a little bit for that.
Yeah. Again, you're starting off strong, which is great for the remainder of your read. And you've got control here. Like this is your show right now. So take your time with it.
Like and just to be clear, my issue here is not with the speed itself. It's with the mindset behind it. Because I can tell that you were like you were thinking, okay, so his note was on the last sentence, so I got to breeze through all of this to get to the last sentence.
Right.
It was the mindset behind it that was
right.
I was not feeling.
Okay. You know, the Jujanta. Oops, sorry. Damn it. You know, the Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Nailed it. Good pacing. Again, your emotional space is there. It's been there from the beginning. And you hit all of the points that we wanted you to. You stopped overthinking that last line. At least it sounded like you stopped overthinking that last line.
I did.
And it came out great. It came out perfect, just as it was supposed to. All in all, fantastic read.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're the one who applied all the direction.
I need to work on my
big
setup
ups.
though, because looking down and looking up. So looking into my mic and speaking, and then looking down to read the script is kind of annoying.
That's not, no. Yeah, you need to change that 100%.
Yeah.
You should be, your head at where you're reading your script should be in line where you're naturally going to hold your head.
Gotcha.
So it should be straightforward.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, work on that. Also, just as a side note to everybody who's going to be here, after the mic check is over, we're going to go ahead and jump into the Discord server for a feedback session for Samuel. So if you are going to be around for that, or if you're on Discord and would like to join us, I'll go ahead and put in the link there, and you're more than welcome to join us for that. So moving right along, Sam, thank you very much. You really nailed it. Let's move it along. Leonard, you are up next.
Okay. The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop. The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and start by stating the obvious. Too fast.
Okay?
You started off way too quickly. But your emotional space, again, is right, is good. It's in a good spot. It sounds like you're communicating with a single person, you and one other person, and that is making the read approachable, not salesy, even though it is kind of a salesy script. Well, we've already gotten that note, so we're not even going to get there. We're not even going to talk about that anymore. But again, too fast. Slow down your intro. It seemed like you noticed it and you caught yourself a little bit later on because the latter half of your read was at a better pace, but the beginning you really rushed through it and it was incredibly salesy because of that.
Okay.
Opening it up, what did you all think? Agree, disagree?
The thing that is jumping out in my mind is what you don't know can't hurt you. And I do want to muddy that up a tiny bit. Just like, this is the sucky part about individuality, is that there are things that I will never ever like, regardless of who it is. And this sentence, this phrase is one of them. I just want to muddy that up a bit.
Okay. So more whatcha as opposed to what you, or okay.
Yes, please.
Ready for another go? Here it goes. The Jujanta 200 superchromatic peril-sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
That one had a much better pacing to it. Much easier to follow along with, much more natural.
Loving that thing.
It's pretty conversational too.
Yeah.
I liked it. Yeah, like everybody's been doing this. I've been meaning to mention it, but everybody hits relaxed so hard. But I feel like it's more like you don't have, just because you're trying to hit it doesn't mean you have to hit it hard. You can hit it a different way, and you hit it the way I've been wanting the second time.
Thank you.
You're like more relaxed rather than relaxed. Like,
so he
everybody
relaxed
that really hard. Yeah, exactly. So like give the emotion relaxed, and you did it. Like, whatever. That's awesome.
Sounds like we're happy.
I'm happy.
Yeah, we're good to go. Let's go ahead and
I
move it
am
right
too.
along. You did a fantastic job with that one.
Thank you.
CC, you're up. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and give us a read. Cece, I think something might be going on with your microphone or your connection because we really can't hear you. Uh-oh, technical difficulties. You're lighting up. I know your microphone is receiving sound from you, but we can't hear you at all. At least I can't. Can anybody else hear her?
Nope.
Nothing here.
I still sound bad.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. We can hear you now. It's not that it's
Okay.
bad. It's that we couldn't hear you, period.
Wait, did I go out again?
No, we
Your
just heard
gain
a
is
lot
up
of
high now.
buzz and whatnot. Yeah.
Oh, because I'm not with my good mic. Next time I'll go in the closet and use my good mic because I was just using my little cheapy mic for tonight.
That's fine. We don't
Um,
judge you on
No,
audio
it's fine.
quality.
We
We're
don't
here for
really
to
care
judge
about the sound,
performance.
but we do need to be able to hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But can you hear me now?
We can hear you
Yep.
now. Your gain is
We
up
can.
high. You're going to want to drop that a little bit.
I don't know what's wrong.
Oh, and then complete cutoff.
Yeah, now we don't hear you at all.
If you want to swap over, we can save you a spot. Just, we'll skip over to Ellis while you do it.
But what about now?
Oh, there
That
we
was
go.
good.
There you go. Yeah, that sounds better. Yeah, go ahead and give us a read.
The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril-sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Okay. I'm wondering if anybody's got the same feedback I do. Opening it up. What did you all think?
I'm just
Go
gonna
on,
make
don't
it
be shy.
known that I have opinions, but I can't put them into words at the moment.
Yes, you can. Come on, Ellis.
Salesy.
Okay.
Yeah, it did not sound at all like you were talking one-on-one with in a conversational tone with somebody.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
All right.
Yeah,
Huh?
you were doing a presentation.
Yes, I was.
That breaks. Nope. Stop.
You know
Stop.
what?
Stop.
Oh,
Theo Ruler.
never mind.
That was a violation of the Dan rule
Sorry.
both times.
Oh,
No,
and the
and
Nephilim
And
rule.
now you apologize. Violation of the Nephilim rule.
No, sorry.
Dang it, we had
No,
both in
sorry.
one. Both in one. When the chat in Discord right now is lighting up a little bit here with the Coolio Rulio's joke. So
I thought you changed
broke 'em.
that, didn't you? Didn't you?
yeah,
rename it?
I did. But
Yeah,
I
no.
mean, come on, it sticks in your mind. Isn't that against the Coolio
It's not
Rulios?
the same anymore.
I don't care. You
it's-
can
it's-
still say it. It means the same thing,
Ah.
anyways.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I
Go
got
ahead, give the
not
rules.
even just a presentation. I got a presentation where you had your back to the audience and you were reading off the slides.
Okay.
So I just want to turn it around and I don't know.
The friendliness was there.
Okay.
I liked the friendliness that you had, that tonality. That was good. But yeah, pretty much
Oh,
what
you know
everybody
what?
else is going
This
with.
is going to
That's what
be
it
this is going to be a really weird piece of feedback, and I haven't heard it yet. This is what I was thinking of. Your pacing was too perfect. You were way too well controlled through the whole thing.
Oh.
That is a thing that can happen. So here's what I mean. I don't want to just say it and not give you an example. I liked where your pacing was. It wasn't too quick. That seems to be people's natural inclination, is to get too fast. But you started off really nice and controlled. The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle. You didn't give each sentence a little room to breathe. You didn't really end off your ideas. You just kept going at the same pace.
Okay, so it's like one really long run-on sentence.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Again, the pacing is good, but you also need to break up the ideas as well. And by breaking up the
Okay.
ideas, I mean honor the periods. Each one of those periods is the ending of an idea. The next one, afterwards it starts up a new one. So let's hear that. The pacing is good. I guess the situation that did you see anybody in particular you were talking to? Were you talking to one person or a group?
Well, it was a group because I had
Okay.
like Leonard said, I had the idea of a presentation in my head.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So let's try this as a one-on-one read. All right. You are a one-on-one conversation. You're talking to a single person. Again, it could be somebody that you know. It could be somebody that, you just made up. It doesn't matter. They're interested in what you have to say. That's the most important part. So talk to that one person.
Okay.
Go ahead and give us another read whenever you're ready.
Hey, the Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Okay, opening it up. What did everybody think of that one?
I think this one is weirdly enough the opposite of a lot of the others, where it feels like you have confidence in the product, but you don't feel very informed about it. So I would just maybe tone down the excitability, I guess, just the tiniest bit, from like maybe an 8 to a 6.5.
Okay.
The other thing is you had a lot of I have no other way of putting it, but like Valley Girl speak in what you're doing. You went up quite a bit on
Okay.
quite a few things. The Jujanta Superchromatic Peril Sensitive Sunglasses was one of those.
Mm-hmm.
That shouldn't be an automatic choice. Going up, unless your character specifically is, that kind of person. Mid notes or down notes. Use up notes sparingly.
Okay.
I thought this read was better, but it was still salesy for me.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
and picture who you're talking to and just have a conversation with them.
Okay. Check this out. The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle what you don't know can't hurt you and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Yeah, I like that one. I thought that was a really, really direct one-on-one, more conversational style read. What did you all think? Agree? Disagree?
I think so. I have a very, very tiny thing in between principle and what you don't know can't hurt you. They blended in a lot for me, and I would put maybe just a tiny little space there, just a tiny separation. But all in all,
Okay.
I'm feeling this one, man. Vibing with it.
Yeah. there it is again.
That's the word I say all the time.
CC,
it's
you
me.
brought the vibe. No, then again, everybody's been saying that. Leonard's been saying that as part of his feedback. I've heard it constantly.
I feel like I started it though.
You
That's
did.
my
You
s-
did. You
That's my
definitely
special
did.
talent. Yeah. Trendsetter.
But
I said it first. Oh, whatever. Still vibing. Okay.
but yeah, no, that was really. I loved the more personal feel that had. You brought down that Valley Girl speak. You had more of the direct, semi-professional speech that we were really looking for on this, and it did feel like you were talking to one person. So
Okay.
yeah, you did a fantastic job.
Okay.
Good job. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
You hired. Congratulations, you done it. That's what every
You
actor wants
done
to
it.
hear. Anyway, moving right along, Ellis, you are up.
Okay. The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle what you don't know can't hurt you and turn completely dark and opaque at the The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle what you don't know can't hurt you and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Dang, Ellis, bringing it strong. I got to say, before the retake, I could tell you were, here we go, we're going to use the word. I could tell you were not vibing with it. Could absolutely tell you were not vibing with it. I don't think you started off on the right foot for yourself. And recognizing that and just taking it from the top, the moment you did that, the moment you started all the way over, I'm like, that's it. That was the right move to do, basically. That's when you readjusted yourself, and not only was your pacing good, the delivery all over, all around was very, very personable and approachable, not salesy, and landed the joke as it should, I feel, with the the more serious tone. But I'm going to open it up. What did you all think?
I agree with that. I just had one little note, a more technical thing. There's just a harsh pause between the what you don't know can't hurt you and turn completely dark and opaque. Like that, right where the
Yeah.
and is. There's
Mhm.
just a slight harsh pause that kind of broke up the flow of that sentence. But other than that, I got nothing. It was really
Yeah,
solid.
I got a couple notes on the product, and everything was like up notes all the way through, like Jujanta super chromatic, peril sensitive sunglasses, and
Okay.
that made it sound salesy to me.
Okay.
And let's see, what was the other note I wrote down? The word relaxed. Say it like you're relaxed. You said it like, I need to highlight this word. It's relaxed. Well, not quite like that, but
Yeah, no, I get you.
okay.
Let me do something really fast.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing else, why don't you go ahead and give us one more take? So relax, relax, or relax, relaxed, and cut out a little bit of that pause after the quote.
Cool. Just writing it down. My memory's not so good. Okay. The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger.
I'm going to cut you off right there.
Yeah.
End off on a down note
Okay. On
on the title,
the.
on the actual product.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Super chromatic sunglasses?
Okay, give me one second.
We don't want the up note. We want the down note. Or the mid note. Just something that's not an up note.
All right, give me 1 second. I got to take care of something.
1,000.
Okay, grandma. My grandma does that.
Back in my day, people used to mean what they say. If they
Ain't
needed
down.
1 second, they took 1 second.
He ain't down with the upvotes.
No, but but yeah, that's did any of you hear the pause after he ended off the whole thing with an up note? Did you guys hear that too?
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely.
He caught himself.
Yep.
He absolutely caught himself there. He was not comfortable with that read. And I just don't want it to keep going because it's not. He's gonna stumble from there on.
You
out,
could
so.
say he was not vibing.
Yes, that's
He
He was in fact not vibing.
yeah.
Yeah, I was. It's funny. I was following along with him while reading. I made the exact same mistake. Caught myself. Was like, oh, that doesn't feel right.
Yeah,
Down low,
exactly.
and then
It
as soon as he
doesn't
did that,
vibe.
it
Feels
doesn't
weird.
vibe.
The vibe's off, man. The vibe is off. And if
Yeah,
the vibe
man.
is
Dude,
off,
you're harshing my mellow right now.
And that, by the way, is
Mellow.
specifically, that's why specifically I so often read along, lip syncing with whoever's currently reading.
yeah, no, it's a good practice. It's definitely a good practice. But yeah, Ellis, when you ended off on an up note, I don't know if you heard my review of it or what I thought about it, but it sounded like you caught yourself. It
Mhm.
sounded like you didn't feel like that was right because
Yeah,
you
I was
paused
right about
and
to
then
go
you
back.
yeah, you paused and then you were about to keep going. And I'm like, nope, that's no. You're better than this, Ellis. Remember, I'm holding you to that. Just as a little back note to everybody. Ellis voluntarily sent me something that he felt he went all out on, and I'm holding him to that standard. So, Ellis.
So yeah, I asked for this. Don't think that
Yes,
Mike
he
was
asked for
being
this. I'm
mean
not
to
just
the
picking
poor
on him
boy.
just because he asked for this
Yeah.
specifically. So, Ellis, from the top, do
Okay.
not don't overthink it. Don't question yourself. Mid note or down note, deliver that. Go for it.
Okay. The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Okay, opening it up. What did everybody think?
I thought that was absolutely wonderful, except you had a huge pause there after sunglasses. Sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help.
Okay.
Were you running out of breath after that? Because that's a long sentence. You don't remember. Okay.
No, I was just curious because I was thinking about what sentence, but then I was like, oh, probably the one we were just talking about. No, I'm not going to say what I was doing, but I was not running out of breath.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you.
What the fuck, Ellis?
Okay, then we won't ask what you were doing because we probably don't want to know.
But
Oh,
now I
don't be
kind of
alarmed.
do.
It was nothing that wouldn't go on a family channel.
Okay.
But yeah, okay. So you want me to take that first sentence again?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger.
One more time. You stumbled up a little bit.
Okay. Taking my headphones completely off, so just give me a second when I'm done. The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger.
Okay, button it up. No more pause after the title.
Okay. No pause after the title. The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger.
That is the read. That is the one we were looking for. That one right there.
Yeah. Validation, baby.
That is the one. Nice. How
Good
did
with
that
it.
feel to you? How did that feel to you?
Felt in the zone.
You felt in the zone, right?
Yeah.
Well, it sounded
The
like
whole
it.
vibe
It sounded like it.
thing.
So it was just some minor adjustments that you needed to make mentally. I could tell, because honestly, you nailed it. You knocked it out of the park with just a few small adjustments. You're right there. You have it in you. You all do. You just need to stop overthinking your spot in line. Although we did have a note from the Discord that somebody thought they might have heard the
Hellfire
pause still a
seems
little
they
bit.
Still hear it.
Okay, one last read and then we'll move along. So
Yeah,
give us
okay.
that sentence one more time, all the way through, whenever you're ready.
Relaxed.
Awesome. Yeah.
Also, because you hit
Yeah,
it a little
okay.
hard for me.
Relaxed
Okay.
attitude.
I'm glad you got that in before I took my headphones off. Thank you. Whew, that could have been risky. Shaking it out. The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger.
Ellis, are your headphones back on?
It's one or the other.
Okay, so the pause is apparently gone, according to Hellfire.
No. Hellfire said that they liked it, but they still heard the pause.
No, but right now they just put an awesome there.
Yeah. So what Hellfire typed out exactly was, I liked it, but I thought I heard the pause still. Awesome.
That was from a previous read.
Yeah.
But
Then
I still
I-
heard the pause on this read. So
Yeah, no,
But you did relaxed.
you relaxed,
Thank
relaxed,
you.
but you ended off on an up note again at the end of the product and gave it that pause.
Yeah, okay. Let me write this out.
sunglasses have.
Relax yourself.
Okay. Entering Zen mode. The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger.
I'm going to let this one slide because you ended off on a mid note, which is good, and it felt a little natural. You still paused after the title, though.
Let me
Um,
put a dash there, see if that fixes it.
No. We're again. The thing is the emotional space that you are in is good. The emotional space is right where we want you to be. The delivery is solid. You have the tone and the you have the tone and the scene down right. You've really built that scene around you because you're talking to one person who's interested in listening to you. But we want you to button up the sentence. That would really be it. I would say that would definitely be something that a director would want to go into a lot more with you on their own. But let's go ahead and for time's sake, and because we still have several more people to go through, let's just go ahead and move along for now.
My brain is still on the original order, and I'm thinking I'm last.
Yeah, you ain't last, Ellis. Don't worry about it. And whoever came in last is certainly not least. So
My brain
let's just go ahead. And again, I think for the most part, though, we have plenty to work with. And I really liked your last full read. I think that was incredibly solid. And right now we're just getting way into minutia. But let's go ahead.
The sucky part about individuality.
Yeah. The worst part is we're all individuals and we do things slightly different. And that makes things hard.
Fun, but
yeah. Incredibly interesting and fascinating altogether. But yeah, we gotta move it along. So up next is Rob. You were in line to go up next. I don't know if you didn't do a cold read for us yet. So why don't you go ahead, give us a cold read, then take a beat or two and go ahead and give us a full read.
Okay. The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going. The Jujanta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Okay, we're going to open it up. What did you all think of that?
The thing that's jumping out at me, the two things that are jumping out at me are the Jujanta 200 super the product that is it's all blending into
one word.
Like it feels kind of like one really long word.
Okay.
And I want to separate those ideas in it more. Most specifically, the thing that I'm going to be super duper anal about is the 200. I want to separate that from Jujanta just a tiny bit.
Okay.
I want that to be more a model number than a thing like the Jujanta 200. You know, it's not quite a separate thing, but it is different.
Think of cars. Think of like a car make and model, like the Ford Focus, the Toyota Corolla,
the Jujanta 200,
the Jujanta 200. Yeah,
Yep.
Just like that.
And then for the other thing, what you don't know can't hurt you. That's kind of a sticking point for me today. I want to muddy that up, just because, as is, for me, it always detracts from the feeling that you are confident in the product and that you know what you're talking about. It detracts from the entire experience from me. It's like that Michael Jackson experience where they play the fucking vuvuzelas if you pirate it. That's the same kind of feeling I get.
Can you give another example? I don't really.
Yeah. Okay. It's almost like if someone were to. You ever been emailed about an MLM or any scam really?
Oh yeah.
You know that vibe where it's like, I appreciate you for kind of reaching out for me, but like you must really think I'm fucking stupid. That's the vibe I'm getting, and that's just a personal thing. Does any of it do?
Sorry. Okay, good example.
All right. Well, from the top, go ahead and give us
Yeah,
another.
I have two notes here still. You were ending everything on a down note, and that stops it from sounding conversational. And also, you were doing the thing that I critiqued you on before, of dying on the last syllable of every sentence. So be mindful of that.
Okay. The Jujanta 200 superchromatic peril-sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Okay. I could tell that the actual title of the product is still throwing you off a little bit because the pause really stuck out right after you said Jujanta 200. So what that indicated to me is that you weren't sure about your delivery on that. The Jujanta 200. The Jujanta 200 superchromatic peril sensitive sunglasses. So Jujanta 200 is a single item. Superchromatic is another item. Peril sensitive sunglasses is another item. The Jujanta 200 superchromatic peril sensitive sunglasses.
Okay.
You see how that works?
Yes.
We got to put that all together. And before you take a second take, I'm going to go ahead and I need to reset the stream in Discord. So just give me one quick second. I'll practice that a little bit while muted. I will be right back. Okay, go ahead and give us another take whenever you're ready.
Okay. The Jujanta 200 superchromatic peril-sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Okay, what did everybody think?
What you don't know can't hurt you is still not. I still want to see that muddied up more. I think that would add to the one-on-one conversational feel that you're just talking to someone about a product you believe in.
Yeah, that's like saying, "Do you know what I am saying?" I also felt like this was like pretty choppy. I know we talked about kind of different ideas, but I felt the pauses in between were probably a bit too big. From either every sentence or every comma, it was like, "This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, ... including where you're going." And it just felt very, very choppy. Was my take on it.
I'm hearing the same ending on every sentence. So it's like, danger, can't hurt you. Danger, alarm you. See nothing, where you're going. So vary up the melody on those a bit.
Yeah, I think I would definitely agree with that, because that mixed with the choppiness, it just kind of felt like it was the same sentence, just chopped up in the same way.
All right, so this one, smooth it out.
Okay. The Jujanta 200 superchromatic peril-sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Okay. Much better overall. You're still moving a little too quickly. And at the very end, you're playing up the negativity of the feature. That's not the point. The whole point for that last sentence is to just deliver it straight. Again, the whole subtext to that last sentence is it's not a bug, it's a feature. We warned you, you're going to have to deal with that.
That's more like a shrug of the shoulders. Yeah.
It's more no, it's just a straightforward, this does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of comes back to Ellis's note about comedy, where it's just the comedy here is that it's ridiculous, not that you're playing up the comedy. That's sort of like including where you're going. I think really kind of pulled it out of it.
And was what you don't know can't hurt you, was that muddied up enough? Or
it's not where I would have liked it, but I do like this one. It's not what I would have done, but I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, I thought it was definitely better.
Okay, I think I can do something different.
There was something so.
My main direction here would be to throw out all directions and just have a relaxed conversation with a friend.
All right, let's give that a try. Whenever you're ready, go for it.
Okay. The Giuganta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Okay. And what did everybody think of that one?
Oh, dude. I wanna flatten that nothing a little more too, because I think it's still playing into the joke a bit too much. I want this to be just it's just a fact that you know about the product, that you are letting someone know. It's not, you're not concerned, you don't care. You don't care if it hurts them. It's something that, hey, I know this. You should probably know this too. But it's not a negative thing.
Not end of the world.
Yeah, it's not something you want to really like pull too much attention to.
And what you don't know can't hurt you, was that muddied?
I think
I heard the muddiness. I heard the you had a really solid performance all the way up until that point, actually. As soon as you ended off what you don't know can't hurt you. The thing is after, like right after that is when you started going into a default sound that you usually go to and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger.
We did have a comment.
Real quick, let me just finish the idea. You need to carry your performance all the way through. If you're doing this as a just a straight demonstration to a single person, stick to that, commit to that, deliver that all the way through from beginning to end. I know that you have this tendency to move into that when you haven't necessarily made a choice. It's an automatic thing for you. I've heard it a lot from your performances, and I know you can avoid that. You just need to be a lot more intentional with what you say. So, Leonard, you're up.
Yeah, we had a comment here in the Discord that they're still hearing the whole same ending thing. So yeah, vary up the melody.
my other thing was going to be dark and opaque. I feel like those were split up a bit too much, and this might be internet wonkiness, but I wanna make those just as I did, dark and opaque. You know, that's it's one idea made out of 3 words.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the part darken. Which part up? Just the whole read, or
I wanna link dark and opaque. I want to link that phrase.
Oh, okay.
Completely dark and opaque. I want that to be more connected.
The dark and opaque is now one word.
Okay.
Yeah, dark and opaque at the first sign of danger.
Okay.
One more time. Whenever you're ready, go for it.
The Giuganta 200 super The Trujanta 200 superchromatic peril-sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Okay, and now you're defaulting to ending off all of your sentences and thoughts and ideas on down notes. So we want to vary that up a little bit more, just towards the end here. We're not going to go from the top. Just this prevents you. So what you're doing, the purpose of that sentence, the purpose of this prevents you, this prevents you sentence is you're explaining the benefit of the product. This is supposed to be a positive thing. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. So you're presenting it as a positive light. And then during the second sentence, it's kind of a disclaimer, but more of like, well, it also does this too, but just be careful. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going. That one, yes, you can end off on a down note, but I want you to end off on a mid note at the end of this prevents you. So
and be wary of swallowing your last syllable on each sentence again.
Yes. Yeah, make sure your performance goes all the way through your take. So from this prevents you all the way to the end. Go for it.
This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
No, you're playing up the joke on the last sentence.
Yeah.
This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
There you go. That's it. So now put the two sentences together. Let's hear it.
This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Perfect. Perfect.
That's the one, G.
That was it. That feel different to you?
Yeah, definitely.
Good.
Thanks for the direction.
Thanks for taking the direction. Otherwise, I'm just talking into a microphone. That's all. All right.
Awkward.
Yeah, right. I'm already an awkward enough person. I don't need to be talking to myself constantly, just most of the time. All right. Moving right along. Vincent, would you like to read for us? So is that a yes? You're going to be reading for us?
Yep.
Okay. So go ahead, give us a cold read, and then give us your first real read.
A cold read? Okay. The Trujanta 200 superchromatic parallel sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going. The Trujanta 200 superchromatic parallel sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. This does, they follow the principle, what you don't know can't hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Okay. So with this last take, the funny thing is I actually really enjoyed your cold read. I thought your cold read was actually really, really solid. This last take, a little too, it was definitely too fast. Also, if you need to know, that word is pronounced opaque.
Opaque.
Opaque. Yeah, you were close. Don't get me wrong, you were close, but yeah, it's opaque. Let's see. What else was there? Again, a little too quick. And you started really chopping off the ends of all of your sentences. Again, like we talked about with Rob, the sentence that starts with "this prevents you" is supposed to be presented as a positive thing. This is a good aspect of this product. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. So it's okay to climb up in your tone a little bit, as long as you end off on a mid note. Don't end off on an up note.
Okay.
And then the next sentence after that, this does, however, mean, is just a straightforward down the middle read. Just deliver it like it's, again, it's a feature, not a bug. Other than that, though, for the most part, I thought it was pretty solid. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. What did you all think?
I think just slowing it down would be good because the picture I got was Peter Graves with the Mission Impossible theme.
Okay, so yeah, a bit too quick. All right. So yeah,
All right.
slow it down a little bit. Give us another read.
The Ugenta 200 superchromatic parallel sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Okay, opening it up.
Okay.
What did you all think?
I like the last line a lot, but my general thing is, I think you did slow down, but I think you slowed down the space between the sentences as opposed to slowing down the sentences.
That's what I was
And
gonna say.
that's what I wanna say.
was like, you're still reading it fast, but you elongated your pauses in between thoughts.
I see.
I bet you're naturally a fast talker, right? Like you just have a natural tone where you talk really quick. Like to get
Yes.
thoughts out.
In some ways,
Okay. So you are trying to describe this thing to somebody who might need a little extra help understanding it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's to a person looking for glasses.
Yes. Mhm.
Right.
They don't know exactly what it is that they're looking at here. So help them understand it. Describe it carefully and slowly to them.
And then also keep in mind, this is not a product that I can imagine many people have heard of, and that's part of the joke. So you are going to want to take your time to be really considerate about the fact that this person would need to be explained what the heck these peril-sensitive sunglasses are.
All right. All right. Give another retake. Okay. The Ugenta 200 superchromatic parallel sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can hurt you, and turn completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
Okay, opening it up.
I felt that you slowed down your speaking, but you still left those pauses elongated. So try to button them up a little together and a little more naturally.
Yeah, and adding to that, I think it started off really, really fast. I want to slow down that beginning, but I do think you caught yourself as you went along, which I very much enjoy.
Yeah, the pause is super noticeable at the end of the product. Like the peril-sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people. So that was one note, and my other note was be wary of the endings all sounding the same. So vary up the melody on the endings.
All right, vary up the melody. Change up the melody. All right, okay.
So whenever you're ready, from the top.
The Ugenta 200 superchromatic parallel sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help hit the Ugenta 200 superchromatic parallel sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can hurt you, It turns completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
You're still really fast on all of it.
Yep.
You're still very quick on all of it. There's no rush to get through the end of it, although that is something that I know I need to find better exercises to handle that. Sorry, am I coming through too hot? It sounds like I'm coming through a little hotter. I know we need to come up with different exercises to handle controlling speed. And I think the best way to do that is going to be to find words that seem really, or words or sentences or tongue twisters that seem really, really crazy and difficult to say, and breaking that down and slowing that all down, because that's the main thing. Like you've been delivering the varied tones at the end of your sentences, at least for the end there, but you still start off really quick about the whole thing. You're blasting through the name of the product, and that speed just keeps up. Tonally, like the emotional space, I think is fine. I don't think we need to really change that part of your performance. It's just, how can we handle this speed is something that I think I'm going to be thinking about for a little while now. What can we do to practice, actually slowing down the way we say things? I think that's going to be something that you really need to practice is controlling the speed that you say things at, because it's different from just pausing in between words. It's actually saying things slower. It's dragging out sounds just a little bit longer. It's letting the words sort of float there for a little bit longer. So right now what you're doing is the Jugenta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses. And what we really want is something closer to the Jugenta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses. We want you to slow the way that you say the words. We need to hear what you're saying. We need to be able to follow along with you. And if you go too quickly, we can't do that.
Okay.
So go ahead, give us one last try on that, and then we're going to go ahead and call it for the mic check. But like I said, we actually have a feedback session going on, so we're going to jump over to Discord and hang out there.
Okay. All right. The Jugenta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses have been designed to help people develop a relaxed attitude to danger. They follow the principle, what you don't know can hurt you. It turns completely dark and opaque at the first sign of danger. This prevents you from seeing anything that might alarm you. This does, however, mean that you see absolutely nothing, including where you're going.
So with this one, you had a good tone through the title, and then you just picked right back up on your speed. So whatever you did for slowing down on the name of the actual product itself, practice that. That is going to be a really, really useful skill.
I think something to practice would be try to read things in slow motion, like you're in slow motion, like the Jugenta. Just exaggerate it a bit, just so you can bring your natural speed down.
Have you ever heard like kids' toys when you put in a half-dead battery into them?
Yeah.
And you start playing them, they turn all like creepy and demonic and super slow. Yeah, that just happened to you.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, losing power.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Give that a try. Practice that, because that's been something that has come up quite a bit lately for you, and it's definitely something I want to hear you improve on. So practice the low battery read, the slow.
Even the end of
a bit more.
The Child's Play movies where Chucky's about to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I totally agree with the low battery thing for practice for Vincent. But also a suggestion I have on the product name here is when you're saying Jugenta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses, it all kinds of gets blurred together. Think of saying like the Ford Mustang supercharged V8 engine.
Say that.
Like the Ford Mustang supercharged V8 engine. And say that in your mind, except that the words coming out of your mouth are the Jugenta 200 super chromatic peril sensitive sunglasses.
Wait, say that one more time, like the Ford.
Yeah. Ford Mustang supercharged V8 engine.
Ford supercharged V8 engine.
So basically, what's been saying, like the Jugenta is the make, the 200 is the model, and then the super chromatic is one adjective, like or describing the feature, and then peril sensitive is another adjective, and then sunglasses is the actual product.
Okay.
Like he was like the truck would be the actual like end thing for what Leonard was saying.
So, and it doesn't have to be that specific phrase. That's just one I came up with.
Yeah.
If a different one works better for you, use a different one.
Yeah.
But find something where it breaks down this huge big chunk into pieces that make sense to you.
So you can breathe.
Yes.
In between, just little breaths.
So that's definitely something for you to practice for next mic check.
right.
As for us now, we are, I mean, this has been about 2.5 hours that we've been on this. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up the recorded and broadcast section of the mic check. But like I said, we are going to be continuing hanging out over on Discord. So if you're on YouTube right now, the Discord link has been posted into the chat. Feel free to join us there. And if you're already in Discord and want to stick around, please do. But anyway, thank you so much. You guys has been absolutely fantastic. I'm going to run into the other room and I'm going to end the recording. We'll see y'all next week. Thank you very much.
Hey, you know what we should do? We should do like a. We should do like a Sonic script.
Well, hang on. We'll talk about that afterwards. Okay. So go ahead and mute up. I'll be right back.